Bantamweight bout, the first fight on the card. Danaa coming in at -130. Brady Hiestand +130. Over under 2.5 rounds, +140 for the over, -140 for the under. 6-2 for Brady Hiestand. Only 23 years old, coming off a couple wins against Ricky Tercios and Fernie Garcia. And then Danaa, 3-2 in his last 5. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, which he lost to Chris Gutierrez and Kyung Ho Kong. And he got knocked out against Chris Gutierrez with that spinning back fist. So he was on a 3-fight win streak and then just lost his last 2. So I think in this one, he kind of needs a win. Like he's coming off 2 losses. He's going to be coming in this one very motivated for a win. Maybe his job's on the line. Brady Hiestand, young, showed a lot of promise. He's going to go for those takedowns. He averages 4.5 per 15 minutes. And I watched the fight back with Ricky Tercios. Tercios hasn't really aged too well in the UFC. And I don't know, man. Like, I watched that fight with Tercios. Tercios was hitting him with like a bunch of short shots when he got those takedowns. And Hiestand didn't wear the damage very well. He got knocked down by Tercios. And in my opinion, he got knocked down, damn near knocked down by Fernie Garcia in like the first couple seconds of that fight. Got dropped, but was able to come back and win that one, get the takedowns, and a lot of control time. That's what Brady Hiestand's going to do. Going to want to get you to the ground, probably throw you up against the cage, get that control time, land some shots from on top. Bakary, very fast striker, lands a bunch of shots. His real weakness in his last fight was getting kicked in the legs. I don't think Brady Hiestand is going to be kicking the legs too much. I look at this one like if Bakary can stuff some takedowns, he's got 66% takedown defense. This is a really solid fight for him because I think if it's on the feet, he pieces him up. But that's a big if in a smaller cage. I'm going to go with Bakary Danaa. I think there's going to be a lot of people on Hiestand looking at, like, most people don't know who Bakary Danaa is. And they saw Brady Hiestand on The Ultimate Fighter. A lot of people know him. A lot of people are pretty high on him. He's a little bit better record. They look at Danaa coming off 2 losses. Looking at the plus money on Hiestand, they're probably going to be really tempted. But I'm going to go with Danaa on this one. I think he'll probably land the more damage. And if we looked at a lot of these decisions by the judges, they kind of they don't really. I mean, if you look at the Pudilova fight last week, like, she got the ground control. They didn't really reward it. So, maybe you look at this one and say the striker is going to land the more damage. They're not going to give too much of the points to that ground control, getting those takedowns. So I'll take Bakary Danaa. What do you think?
The thing that stands out to me here is just the damage that Hiestand's taken in some of his last fights against a guy like Danaa, who, like you said, is fast. He hits really hard. I mean, he's been kind of KO or get KO'd in a majority of his fights. He had that 3-fight KO streak. So I think he's going to be super dangerous and super live against Hiestand for that KO. I mean, Ricky Tercios, not much of a power striker, kind of a volume, has that weird style, and he was able to get in and hurt Hiestand as well there. So if Hiestand can't get this thing to the ground against a guy like Danaa, who's strong, who's explosive, I think it's going to be a long night for him on the feet, because that speed and that power, I think, is going to be a level above Brady Hiestand here. And Hiestand, I just haven't seen enough out of him offensively that makes me think he's going to go out there and just steamroll this dude by any means with the grappling or wrestling. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to take the power and the speed in this one, especially, a guy in Hiestand who's just getting started in the UFC. That can kind of be the detriment. So, yeah, give me Danaa here. I'll probably lay something on him too in this one.